So we're live. So today we're here joined by my man Brendan. Well, welcome back to the show, man. Obviously, we've had some great NBA free agencies, and today the what we're here to talk about is this Shams Charania that essentially broke the news. Yes, bro. Yup. This tweet. So essentially, yeah, yeah, we're here to talk about this specific tweet. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. So man, the Lakers got Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Marquise Morris for Anthony Davis, Max Christian, the 2029 LA first pick. The Jazz got Jalen Houston Shafino, 2025 Clippers second, and 2025 Mavericks second. So I just want to ask you, Brendan, what was your thoughts on this trade? The Mavs trade Luka Doncic. This is quick. Hold on, can you hear me? Oh, hold on, let me add to stage. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like I just couldn't believe what I saw, man. But I think when you look at it right, it's like initially it's a crazy trade. But I think I mean yes, it's still crazy. Yes, but I think the Mavs still can compete. I mean they're gonna need big contribution from Kyrie and AD, but they do still have a lot of depth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and obviously while we're talking about it, friend of the channel, man, Swish out, man, Swish out. He went and dropped a banger video, so we're gonna play a Swish out vid.
Okay. All right, cool.
Want no advertisements, man. Want no advertisement. Want no advertisement, nothing like that. We're gonna start it from the beginning. See what the man Swish out had to say about the news. Hold on. Hold on.
There's like Patrick Mahomes, Michael Jordan.
Hold on.
All right, man. I don't know everything. I don't market myself to be this basketball savant. I don't know everything. I love the sport just like you guys. But one thing I know for sure, not even just in basketball, but in sports, players like Patrick Mahomes, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Lamar Jackson, my quarterback, Wemby, generational talents, they typically don't get moved in the middle of their primes, unannounced. That just doesn't happen. You never see those guys. And when I say those guys, I mean those guys. You don't see those franchise altering players ever get traded. It never happens. In football, those top quarterbacks, they don't even hit the market because they're so prioritized and they're so special. In basketball, if they reach those qualifications, they're going to get the bag. I don't care what that Supermax bag looks like. They're going to get it if they're that guy. The Dallas Mavericks, they looked into getting that guy. I love Trae Young. He's a great player, but he's not Luka Doncic. We know that. They looked into getting that guy and fumbled him. It is unreal. If you live under a rock, these are the trade details. And I don't want to disrespect Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is a fantastic player having a great year. Over the past 2-3 years, he's been very durable, great defensively, playing with that motor offensively. I mean, he's to me probably been their best player overall. But again, he is not Luka, and he doesn't even fit Luka's timeline. This to me, I'm sorry. And I know there's been some dumb trades that aged bad, but at least I understood those. This is the dumbest trade I've ever seen in my entire life by far. even if you look at recent years and players that made or led their teams to the NBA Finals, and mind you, I'm freestyling this because I'm in shock. You don't normally see the player that led them there not even able to run it back the following year. The only ones that I can even remember is Kawhi Leonard when he left and he chose to leave, LeBron when he chose to leave, Kyrie when he chose to leave, and Kevin Durant when he chose to leave. You don't normally see an organization move the young player in his prime that just led your poverty franchise to your first NBA Finals since you fumbled it 10 years ago, get moved midway through the following season where he didn't even get a chance to run it back. Nico, bro, you are going to regret this shit for years. You're going to regret this for years. Bro, the Dallas Mavericks, after they won that championship with Dirk Nowitzki, I spent all morning trade is and how stupid you have to be to make a trade. I'm sorry, but you are the worst GM of all time already. The Dallas Mavericks, after they won that championship, they had the worst winning percentage of any team that made the playoffs and played 20 games all the way up until the time they won a championship, all the way up until the time they landed Luka Doncic. You literally were the worst team that actually made the playoffs and played that many amount of games. And then you land Luka. And every time that I can remember that he actually made the playoffs, Luka put your team in situations that you had zero business being in.
Absolutely.
He was just that great. His first year in the playoffs, y'all playing the Clippers. Nobody had Dallas competing with the Clippers. Everybody thought the Clippers was going to run through the table and just win a championship. He hitting game winners. The following year, he taking them to 7 games. He broke Paul George. Then look at the last 3 years. If you look at the teams with the most finals or the most playoff wins in the last 3 years, Dallas, they're in that top 5. And they missed the playoffs. In 2022, when Golden State made the finals, and no disrespect to Golden State because they won their championship and that was amazing, but we know that conference finals was very lackluster because a team got there that nobody saw coming. I still see the meme to this day of Luka Doncic looking at Devin Booker. I still see memes of Chris Paul hitting that 3 and it cut the lead down to 50 or whatever the hell it was. They got to the conference finals because Luka Doncic is that great. It's just that simple. I know Jalen Brunson played his part. I know the defense was great that year. I know they had a great season. But Luka Doncic got you into a position that you had zero business in. Then last year, who the hell saw the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA? Who saw that coming? The Dallas Mavericks are the dumbest franchise I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm so sorry. Sacramento Kings, respect to y'all. Who else is Charlotte Hornets? I was about to make a video about how crazy your damn franchise is, and I still will, but respect. I got a whole new respect for y'all. I've never seen a team get a generational talent like this. This generational talent puts you in situations that you have no business being in. You've been in the Western Conference Finals. Nobody saw that coming. Y'all be the team that won 64 games. You've been to an NBA Finals. Nobody saw that coming. You made the NBA Finals and nobody saw that coming. And then the following year, you trade him and don't even let him get back. And he's hurt too. That's the disgusting. He's hurt. You don't even let this man get back. It's the worst trade I've ever seen in my entire life.
So, my man, Swishaw had a lot to say. What's your reaction on what Swishaw had to say? Friend of the channel.
Well, you know, I can't help but think that there's something here that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? And that's what I think we as the public won't find out, right? I really think that this was a thing with the ownership and the ownership being really disrespectful to him, and the ownership saying we're not gonna give him the max, like, and then what's his name, Nico Harrison, like, oh shit, I gotta get something for him. But the problem is that you didn't get all you could for him. That's the problem. But I mean, at the same time, right? It's too early to say it's the worst trade of all time, because at the same time we still have a whole season to go.
Yeah, and obviously, for me, I mean, I agree with my man Switchside. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's gonna be a franchise-altering trade to haunt him. We just see what my Cleveland Cavaliers did to him. Now, granted, the starters weren't playing, but they still had Clay, still had Quentin Grimes. I mean, they got beat by what, 43 points?
Yeah.
It was like 144 to 101.
They threw the entire playbook out the window. You know, it in even crazier news right now. Yeah. The Thunder are up 43 on the Bucks.
That's crazy.
That's insane. But yeah,
that's all crazy.
I mean, I really think the problem right now is you throw the playbook out the window for the Mavs. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And obviously the man you despise, Stephen A. Smith. He had a lot of choice
Yeah,
words.
he's dumbass.
Um,
He said he had a nerve to say they're the best team in the West right now.
yeah, I
What?
was, yeah, I, yeah, I,
What?
yeah. Obviously, my man, Stephen A. Guy, I'm not a fan of him, but he had some choice things to say. We gonna get that pulled up of what Mr. Smith had to say. Because
What?
obviously he was talking out his side of his neck, and we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna play the clip of what he had to say. I think this was today. Today I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it on. I'm trying to find. We're gonna pull this up though, because my man Stephen A. Man, oh yeah, we got what we looking for. But boom, Stephen A. had a lot to say, and we are going to straight up cook this man because we couldn't believe what we heard from Mr. Stephen A. We couldn't even believe it. We like, this is what Stephen A. had to say. I got Dallas as the number one seed in the Western Conference right now. We're gonna play the clip too.
Is the number one seed in the Western Conference right now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Oklahoma City has looked fantastic. And then we saw Chet Holmgren go down and then ultimately Hartenstein go down, right? If you're looking at Oklahoma City, as great as they have been, what has been their Achilles heel? Recently, the Dallas Mavericks had lost 5 of 7 games. The 2 games they won was against Oklahoma City. Who did they bounce out in the playoffs last year? Oklahoma City. So the Dallas Mavericks seem to be an Achilles heel for OKC. OKC
That's
is
when they
great
had
and as
Luka.
talented as they are, and adding Hartenstein. Well, let me ask anybody out there with just a scintilla of a basketball brain. If you had the opportunity to get Isaiah Hartenstein or Anthony Davis, who you picking? Well, the Dallas Mavericks got Anthony Davis. You understand?
Now I just had to pause it because that's blasphemy.
Okay.
Everything I heard, you realize that Mavericks team had Luka Doncic on there. Luka's not there no more. Stephen A. And furthermore, like this comment highlighted, he said, which I thought was brilliant from Kyrie Center. Salute to Kyrie Center. He said, you didn't even have Dallas won with a healthy squad before the trade. So he's pointing out an inconsistency. He's saying that even when they were healthy, you didn't even have them as the best team. You wasn't saying this. So my idea is Steven is screaming A. Smith, as my man Doc Holliday would say. How you gonna say this before we even see them play a game? We've seen what the Oklahoma City's done. We've seen what Cleveland has done. So we can pronounce them right now as the best 2 teams in each conference because we've seen what they have done. We have what? How many games have been played? 30. We have 40 games worth of footage of them dominating both conferences. So we can say, head and shoulders, they're above the rest of the league. And I just think it's very inconsiderate, Stephen A., for you to self-proclaim this because when they underachieve, you're going to move the goalposts. You're going to act like you didn't say this. It's going to be excuse after excuse. Not just like, bro, you're just delusional, man. You're just hopping on the train. And furthermore, I would, and hold on, before I let you speak, I would take Isaiah Hartenstein over Anthony Davis. And here's why. I know Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be there in the playoff. He's going to play. He ain't going to be injured. I don't got to worry about what if Isaiah Hartenstein was there. What if he was there? With my team out of ring, I can say he going to play. He going to play his ass off and get them rebounds too. Now let me get my man Brendan the floor.
Yeah, I mean, look, what I think is, I mean, any rush to judgment is crazy. Like, I think yes, is this bad for the Mavs? I mean, obviously, but we don't know what they're gonna look like. And as for the Lakers, like we can sit here and say, oh, they got Luka Doncic, but you time will only tell what happens. The crazy part of me wants to see the Mavs succeed and the Lakers kind of not succeed. And I have nothing against LeBron, but it's more like it'd be funny if the Lakers pull this trade off just to just to kind of not not do well. And I,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be ironic.
Yeah, and obviously we got a man of the channel, the man Jay Rose. We're gonna play his video because I mean I feel like we gotta hear from a Mavericks point of view, a Mavericks fan point of view. We're gonna pull up his vid and see what some things that the man Jay Rose had to say. Jay Rose hoops. So if you're watching this, brother, we're gonna use your video, man, because we feel like, man, we gotta hear what Mavericks fans are thinking about the trade, obviously, about the Luka Doncic trade. As a huge fan of the team, I've seen this video, but we gotta play. See what the man Jay Rose has to say about this trade. Hold on, let me pause. Let me pause right quick. Let me pause it. Let me make sure the volume's all right. Oh yeah, we're gonna play, and we're gonna actually talk through it too. So we're gonna. If you think we won't be talking, we will be. So hold on. Let me go back to close up this tweet. Boom. Boom. So yeah, we're about to get this started. Hold on. Let me put this on another screen. Bada boom. Yep. Let me get its own tab. Yeah, hold on. We're putting this full screen. Yes, full screen. And we're gonna react to the man Jay Rose video. Obviously, huge fan of the channel. We asked him, private conversation. I won't reveal them, but yeah, we gotta see what the man Jay Rose has to say. Let's see. And the video is called "Why Did the Mavericks Do This, Bro?" We're gonna be reacting to "Why Did the Mavericks Do This, Bro?" from my man Jay Rose. Salute.
No. Wait.
We just went to the finals last June. And this wise guy, Nico Harrison, fucking traded the franchise player.
Feel free to commentate during the video too.
Man.
If you want to say anything.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to come on here and start this video. I've had a couple hours to process, you feel me? And I was really trying to get my words together and like try to come up with a structure of what I was going to talk about. But honestly, this whole situation is so crazy. Like there's so many different things flying through my head right now. And I'm just in shock. I'm just genuinely in shock. Like I believe, like I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. This is a situation that I really feel like I've never seen before. Like there was no turmoil within the organization. There was no, he didn't ask for a trade. There was no beef with any players on the team. And Luka is like widely considered to be a top 3, at worst top 4 player in the NBA as of this season, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like once you're in those talks of I'm an all NBA type guy, I'm a generational type guy, I'm one of the best of the best in the NBA type guy, you're untradeable.
I would think so,
the
but
fact that he didn't ask for a trade, there's no beef. He's playing well. Obviously, he's hurt right now, but we just went to the finals. We just went to the finals, bro. Don't get me. I'm sick, bro. I don't need to be this riled up. I really don't. I had this idea in my head that, Luka and Kyrie, we're gonna have 2 to 3 years of this, and then whatever happens with that happens. If we get a ring, we get a ring. If we don't, we don't. And after that little window, maybe 2, 3, 4 years, Kyrie can move on, or maybe he'll decline a little bit. And at the very least, we'll still have Luka Doncic and Derek Lively. And even if we don't have Derek Lively, I know for a fact we're gonna have Luka Doncic. Because if you got Luka on your team, we've seen it. If you got Luka on your team, you got a chance. And all you have to do is surround him with some decent pieces, and you got a chance. We've seen this all the way back from when we were fighting the damn Clippers, and they kept beating our ass, and Luka was the only one showing up. We're carrying teams where Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell.
I mean, off rip, we see from the video, we can understand his pain. Like he's just like, man, like I can't believe this just happened. He's in disbelief. He's shocked, just like the rest of us. We're like, why would the Mavericks do this? They were just in the finals.
They're starting, and we're going to the playoffs, and we're having good runs. they traded that guy. Like, I'm really in awe. I'm really in shock. And I kind of wanted to talk about the trade itself, but there's not much to talk about. There's really not. In terms of the Lakers, what a fleece. What a fleece. So y'all literally watched the LeBron AD experiment kind of yield the same results for the past 3 years, right? You know, give or take, because the Westbrook year was really bad. Then they had the conference finals year. So they've had ups and they've had downs.
So just off the top, man, what can you grab from this video? Off the top, like, mid commentary. We know the video isn't all the way done, but from his perspective, from his point of view, and just from your perspective, the fan watching this, what do you think?
Man, it's like, well, it's funny that they traded JB, but
And
it'd be
Kristaps
probably,
Porzingis.
I'd probably be just as sick if they traded if the Knicks traded Jalen Brunson. Like I think it's pretty much the same thing.
And for me,
It's
man,
just
yeah.
like
Go
the
on.
amount of ticket sales and jersey sales you're gonna lose is crazy.
And for me, man, I can't imagine the world where the Cavaliers just trade Donovan Mitchell. Like, dude, I would think D Mitch is untouchable. And even if you want to look at me from a hometown standpoint, I can imagine the Pistons just getting rid of Cade. Like, dude, that dude's an all-star. Like, bucket getter, giving you 40. Like, he can scope. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just can't imagine a GM saying, I'm going to fuck up or blow up my best team, my best chance to win a championship. That'd be like the Kansas City Chiefs trading Patrick Mahomes for Jaden Daniels. Like, we seen 1 year worth of footage of him, and we like, man, but we want him over Mahomes. We think that if you put Jaden Daniels on this Chiefs team, we can still win Super Bowls. Like it makes no sense. Well, Mahomes has proven to you what he can do year after year. Y'all been to what? 6 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowls? Like, it just don't make no sense. That seems like a move that Jerry Jones would do. And even Jerry Jones, as foolish as he is, which he's not even the most foolish owner in Dallas, he won't even give it to Michael Parsons in the Philly. He won't even trade CD Lamb. He got them on big ass dumb contracts. He can't keep the coach or nothing like that every year, but at least this man don't have to trade his best players and send them nowhere else. At least you can say the Cowboys, if they're healthy and there's no injuries, guaranteed 12-5. Might not amount to no Super Bowl success, but at least he knows, hey, CD Lamb, Dak Prescott, Michael Parsons, Trevor Diggs, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I dare a team to call me about you. I'm hanging up the phone.
Yeah. Just like, why? I mean, yeah, it does not make a whole lot of sense.
You clearly saw that this was not something that was going to be sustainable. LeBron is already 40. Anthony Davis is going to be 32 soon. So this is something that you're going to have to really move quickly if you want your future to have any kind of future. To be honest, I have no picks. Your young players are AR, Dalton Connect, and Max Christie and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Well, they got rid of Jalen Hood-Schifino and Max Christie. My fault. I did say I'm sick. But yeah, so your young core was just not amazing. Now you have a franchise cornerstone player to, honestly, I want to say play with LeBron James and learned under LeBron's wing, but I don't even know what's going to happen at this point. I feel like LeBron asking out could be very likely.
And even if you watch into it, he laughs because he's like, he can't even believe it. He like, you got a franchise cornerstone, Luka. Like he's laughing at disbelief. Like he can't even believe his eyes. He can't even believe what he's saying. He's like, they really got Luka.
Yeah, I mean, you can't help but be surprised.
And I honestly don't even think that would be a bad move, to be honest. I don't think this Lakers roster as constructed is great. Even with Luka and LeBron playing, I don't think it's great. So moving Bron and maybe getting some more younger pieces and moving some cap room off your team to maybe go and look for something in free agency or make more moves down the line. It might not be a terrible move. Honestly, right now, I'll take LeBron and Luka. I'll take it. But this is so crazy, bro. This is so crazy. I really don't even know where to start talking about this. I'm gonna start with the Mavs, bro. I'm gonna start with the Mavs. Nico Harrison, this was the biggest fuck you slap in the face to the fans you could have possibly done. The Maverick culture, I just want y'all to know, and I'm gonna say this first. I've loved being a Mavs fan from when I started really being a fan, when we were cooking up in the bubble to now. It's not a super long time, but I've pretty much been here for Luka's whole career, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
So knowing what we've done in that span, knowing how Luka has impacted this team, this franchise, and all of the fans, no matter what you want to say about him, oh, he's out of shape, he's this, he's that.
We can
I've
comment
never
on
seen
that.
somebody come out and compete like Luka Doncic. He comes out and he competes and he's fiery and he's cocky against fucking everybody, and we all
He's
loved
so
him.
great in the playoffs. That's
My guy
why
gave you a
sure.
73-point game. He gave you 60, 20, and 10. He almost averaged a 35-point trip dub for a season. He brought us to the finals last April. And you trade him on a random Saturday night.
I mean, I feel for this man. Like we talked, man. And I'm even sad, and I'm not even a Mavericks fan. But I just could not believe. I was flabbergasted. I said, why would the Mavericks do this? I said, huh? What? I said, why? I said, what? I literally just see y'all in the finals on my TV.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, man. Anthony Davis hasn't played a game for them. Luka Doncic hasn't played a game for the Lakers. So we have to see what happens. I mean,
No. I don't have to see what happens. I will say this with my chest. This is the worst trade I've ever seen. I don't care. I don't care if AD ever plays a game in Dallas. I don't care to watch him play a game. I feel as though this is a franchise altering and losing mistake. And I hope whoever that Nico Harrison get his ass up out of there. And I'm being honest, as a basketball fan, he deserves to lose his job. He should be fired. There's no way you trade a guy who led your team to 2 Western Conference Finals, beat a 64-win team for almost 50, and led y'all to the finals last year and hit clutch shots. Dropped 73. All Luka's done for that franchise. He deserves to be up out of there. He's the only reason why they've been relevant since Dirk Nowitzki left. I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing. The defense, what? You telling me defense win championships? Well, I'm going to ask you this. When the Cavs was out by 43 points yesterday, what was the damn defense at? Dumbass. I'm asking them. Where? Nico Harrison, you telling me defense? What was the defense at? When they got 90 points on y'all in a quarter. Had 50 in the first quarter? First half? Generational clown.
It's crazy, man.
I'm sorry about that, but as a basketball fan, I had to say that. He's telling me defense win games, but yeah, I see the Dallas Mavericks get blown out by 43 points. They allowed the Cleveland Cavaliers to make 22, what was it? I think it was 26 threes. Most threes they've had in a game. They allowed 90 points at the half. And he's telling me defense win games. What was the defense at? Nico Harrison? Where? I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Maybe he can explain to me what was going on yesterday. Now I don't want to hear no excuses about, because you had Klay Thompson playing. You had Quentin Grimes playing. I think you had Najee. I forgot his last name, but he was playing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts-Fino's now on the. Where is he? The funny thing is that he didn't even go to the Mavs. He went to the Jazz. So it's like, bro. Well, my whole point is that you could have got so much more for him and you didn't. It's like I think for me, it's not the fact that you traded him; it's what you traded him for. That's so
If you're
wild.
concerned about injuries, why would you trade for AD? He's the
Yeah.
last guy I'm trusting to be
Well,
available in the
I also
playoffs.
think it's also like conditioning and stuff like that. Whereas like
I
with
don't care about
AD,
conditioning.
it's not.
I don't care. No, I don't care. No. I don't care about conditioning. I see what Luka does. My eyes are not deceiving me. When this come playoff time, he give you buckets. I don't care about how overweight he is. I don't care if he's 265. All I know is he gives you buckets. And he's a killer, and I see it. I don't care about all the defensive flaws. You can say Steph Curry had defensive flaws. What did Golden State do? Build around him. Build around him. I don't want to hear no excuses. This was a horrible trade for Nico Collins and the Dallas Mavericks. And they will live to regret this. Hope he takes this to his grave. Knowing, man, I fucked up a dynasty. He messed it up. The Dallas Mavericks, there, no more finals for you, Nico. 5 years, 10 years, you'll come back to it. And every Dallas Mavericks fan, you have the right to be mad. If I'm a Mavericks fan, I wouldn't even attend a game no more. If I have season tickets holder, cut revoking that. I'm not a fan. I don't want anything to do with the Mavericks. I'm protesting every single time I'll be outside the stadium to fire Nico Harrison because he has to be on some type of drugs, crack cocaine. He was drinking something. I don't know what type of COVID shot they gave him. Not even trying to say anything, but this was idiotic. He's the worst GM in Dallas. Sorry, Jerry Jones. He took your spot immediately with this move, and I just don't understand it. Everything he has done goes out the window because he's a flat out clown and idiot. If he's worried about, if he didn't see what happened last year, what happened 2 years ago, he hasn't seen what Luka does. The same guy that he's telling me overweight dropped 73. You don't do that if you can't move up the basketball court. You ain't dropping 73 now if you ain't nice, if you ain't like that. Because only a rare group of guys have done that in this league, especially with how crazy he shot the basketball.
What I say though is like, I think ownership really forced his hand because I think ownership was like, we're not gonna get this. We're not gonna give him a Superman.
He said in this press conference, he said Jason Kidd ain't do this deal. He said nobody. He said I chose to do this deal. He said it in his press conference. He chose out of his own mouth to do this deal. Nobody else made him do the deal. He chose to do it, and this is a losing mistake. He's a loser GM, horrible GM. He doesn't want to win. I don't see no winning intangibles. I don't even know if he watches basketball, have ever played basketball, knows anything about basketball. But Mark Cuban, I wish you never sold this idiot the team. Because he don't deserve that power.
Let me ask a question though.
Without
all
even
intents and
dangling his name
purposes,
in
right?
trades or letting other teams know that he's available.
How crazy would it be?
All you got
if the
back in
Mavs
return was Anthony
beat
Davis
the Cavs
first.
in the
I'm not trying to
finals?
say anything about AD like he's whack.
Let me say this before I resume the video. The Mavericks ain't even going to the finals. I got the Mavericks as a first round exit. Be lucky if they make it to round 2. He ruined everything in Dallas. Everything they had is going out the window because they lost Luka. And I don't trust Kyrie. I've seen what he was in Boston. I've seen what he was in Boston when it comes to him being number one option, him being the leader, and things like that. And I've seen how he gets guarded, how he shows up, and when it comes to Anthony Davis, I've seen him in New Orleans. And there's no hatred towards either one of those players. It's more my comment. I'm not even a Mavericks fan, but as a basketball fan, the Mavs ain't going nowhere. I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna even make the playoffs. Because right alone, you already got an injured team dealing with injuries, and I don't know what he was thinking, but that GM is retarded. I mean, he making Jerry Jones look like a genius for some of his moves, and we question his tomfoolery. But one thing I can say is, when it comes to not letting go of his superstars, brother, I don't care if he overpays them. One thing I can say about Jerry Jones, and I give him this credit, the Cowboys have had multiple 12-5 win seasons. He knows Michael Parsons, you ain't going nowhere. Derek Prescott, I don't care. You ain't going nowhere. CeeDee Lamb, damn sure ain't going nowhere. And Trevor Diggs, you ain't going nowhere. Kevon Turpin, the field goal kicker, yup, he got a ball locked in on bags. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna ever see free agency. As long as that man the owner, you can question his ability to win and question his head coaching job. But one thing he does do, sell tickets, keeps the winning players, and they go to the postseason. That's all I have to say. As we resume the video.
Back. We all know AD is nice, but AD is also 32. I think in the short term, this is not a bad move. It's lacking a little bit of shooting now, especially in the starting five, and they're going to need another ball handler. But the actual roster you constructed with this trade is not terrible. Now, I will say, not only was this a fuck you to the fans, this was a fuck you to the players. I'm going to start with Kyrie. Kyrie and Luka were building such a great bond, and you could see it on and off the court. They spoke so highly of each other in interviews and post games. They got the little handshake going on. Their offense was crazy. Kyrie was talking about building a goddamn dynasty in Dallas with Luka. And you trade him. You bring Klay Thompson over here, and the entire appeal of bringing Klay Thompson was, he gets to catch passes from Luka. And Klay has been struggling. The last 3 games he was good, but most of the season he's been struggling because Luka hasn't been here and he's not getting the proper looks. So that's a big fuck you to Klay Thompson. Big fuck you to Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, who, although Daniel Gafford has been showing as of late that he can play well without Luka, most of their offense on this team has been generated from Luka Doncic. So I just think it's kind of crazy that you have so much chemistry, you have so much just like collectiveness between this team, and you remove the star player. It really feels like they took the Mavericks out of Dallas. Seriously, there's Maverick fans who are like, "Listen, this is my team, and I'm not gonna switch up." But I cannot believe this happened, and I respect that. And then there's people like me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just as attached to the Mavericks as I am to Luka Doncic as a player. I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm very much leaning towards being a Lakers fan now. For the sole fact of, I can't believe they just dealt our 25-year-old finals not even a year ago.
Emphasis to the finals. I don't care what you say about him. He led them to the finals less than a season ago. Not even that long ago. I don't know the time span. I don't feel like doing the math, but I'm not even a Mavericks fan, but that dude, man, get it. My advice to him: get his ass up out of there, fire him. He don't need to have a job again.
But I guarantee you though that the ownership did not want him there.
Even Mark Cuban said it. He was stunned. Luka Doncic said he cried about it. He just bought a $15 million house and all that. And that's the way y'all treat that man, Luka Doncic. You disrespect that man like that. You violate that man like that. That's unacceptable. I wish the Cavs would have done that to LeBron. Shit, took him up out of there for everything he did. Traded him in his prime. Did that to Donovan Mitchell. I wish the Lakers did that to Kobe. Like, you don't do that. You don't. That's what clowns do. If the Cavs traded Donovan Mitchell, and they just gave up on him, I would say I would never watch a Cavalier game again. Swear to God. With everything besides my Donovan Mitchell jersey would be gone. Because that would show me that you're not trying to win anything. Because I don't understand the logic. That dude, he's a clown. He's an idiot. And I'm sorry that I have to be as harsh on him. Because what he did was dumb. It's no logic in trading your franchise 25-year-old superstar. I don't care for whatever reason. I don't care what Luka was doing. I don't care what Luka was doing. I don't care what he was doing. I don't care how many beers he drinks. What he does in his private life. When it's time to play basketball, he does that at an exceptionally clip. I gained a nuanced respect for Luka game. Because I say, man, it don't matter. For all the defensive flaws, that man will give you a bucket. He go out there, he compete. He wants to win. He does that, hit huge shots, demoralize franchises. He's one of them ones. And Dallas, this will hurt and haunt your franchise for eternity. There's no way to recover. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. Like, you can kiss the finals goodbye. I don't even know if y'all can make it to any more Western Conference finals. Kiss that goodbye. Especially in the big bad West. You needed Luka. He was the reason why y'all made y'all runs. Y'all will go. And I'm not wishing injury, but if AD's hurting the playoffs and he's not there, and Luka's playing playoff basketball, you're gonna wish you had that guy. You're gonna say, man, we really just traded our cornerstone franchise. And don't let Luka Doncic go to the finals. Don't let the Lakers get far. Don't let them knock you off the playoffs because you're gonna wish you would have kept him. Flat out, plain and simple.
Imagine though if the Lakers get first rounded though. How funny would that be?
But Luka, Luka wouldn't allow that to happen. Hey, all I'm gonna say is you don't gotta believe, but I know who Luka is.
Look, man, I just know who the Lakers are. Like, it'd be the most Lakers thing to happen.
Obviously, but so you trust the Dallas Maverick. You trust. Let me continue the video too.
On a random Saturday, without even notifying him, he didn't know. LeBron didn't know. AD didn't know. Luka didn't know. This whole thing was done under wraps. That's really suspect. I don't like that. It's really scummy how you just did him. 5-time All-NBA in a row. He brought you to the finals. All these great performances. He gives it all every night. He's continued to get better every year. You just ship him on a random Saturday. And you didn't even dangle his name out. This is not how you conduct trades. If we were really done with Luka for the reasons that they gave, like, oh, he's overweight, the conditioning's bad, you would have dangled his name out of there a little bit, no? See what you can get? Because Rudy Gobert got 5 picks. Mikal Bridges got 5 picks. And I'm not saying they got an Anthony Davis in return, but if you're telling me that a generational talent like Luka Doncic is not worth AD and Austin Reeves and maybe 2 picks ahead of that, you're crazy. Like, if you're Nico Harrison, like, what are you thinking? Listen, maybe I thought he built this roster around Luka. Maybe not. Maybe the fuck not. It sure did look like a roster that was built for Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, but I guess that's not the case now. Being that you moved him, like, I just want to know what the thought process was. Like, from a winning standpoint, we just went to the finals, and Luka showed you who he was. Playing on a bum knee, he still did what he did. And then we got, from a team building standpoint, like, you just fucked the chemistry. Like, there's no way you take the face of Dallas right now. Like, forget the NBA and all of Dallas sports. Luka Doncic is the most notable name, and that's hands down. I'm not taking no Dak Prescotts. I'm not taking no CeeDee Lambs. Luka Doncic is the most recognizable name in Dallas right now, and y'all just shipped him off without even giving anybody a warning. Anybody, even Luka himself, and I wouldn't have been as mad. The fact that he literally did not know that he was getting traded and he's given so much to this city is, like, really crazy to me. Like, that's so crazy, especially the standard that we hold these players in terms of loyalty. Like, for you to do him like that, I honestly thought Luka was going to be on the Mavericks for his whole career. I didn't even talk about the Lakers much. You know, the Lakers, man, this is a fleece trade, first of all. Y'all just traded a guy that you're probably going to end up moving on from in either the next year or two. Or maybe not. Maybe AD was going to be a Laker for life. Either way, AD was either going to ride out into the sunset or y'all were going to move on from him. Right? He's 32 years old. He's about to exit his prime soon. I don't think that AD is going to be granted the Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry type of prime. I think around 34, 35, he's going to start slowing down a lot. Only time will tell for real, but either way, you pretty much negated that. You got a player that's 6 years younger, that's already better. That's crazy. It's a crazy return that you just got. I don't know what they plan to do with LeBron. I've heard rumors that they're going to start looking to deal LeBron, which...
But really, the gist of the video, shout out to my man, Jay Rose. I mean, like I said, I've stated how I felt about it, you know. But man, to wrap it up, we're gonna also talk about the De'Aaron Fox trade. You know, shout out to Jay Rose. We didn't finish the video, but you know, we kind of you know seen what the franchising move was and things like that. And I just gotta say, man, that's just a losing move. I just can't agree with that, man. Horrible trade.
Yeah.
And even my man Swish out, which we got to fast forward to this tweet because even he was brain dead. We've seen many of people say the same exact thing. It's a common denominator that he's the problem. Me, my man Swish out. Shout out to my man Swish out. He said, "Who the f trades Luka?" We on Swish out's Twitter account, right? Immediately the worst GM ever. What could make you push such a dumbass button? Dude really traded a generational talent after he took them to the finals. So even we seem to have the same sentiment. Bro, this trade was just dumb.
Man, Rob Pelinka must have some crazy persuasion powers. Nah, but the crazy thing about all this is the fact that the Mavs called the Lakers. That's the funny.
Yeah,
Like,
but that man was.
bro? What do you?
I mean,
what do you mean we called them?
I hope when Luka plays, I hope he gives y'all 90. I hope he goes crazy. Like, I hope he breaks Kobe's 81. I hope he breaks Kobe 81 and get y'all like 85. Because y'all deserve that. I hope he takes that game. When he plays the Mavericks, I hope he goes crazy. Like on crazy offensively and he drops. I honestly, Luka, if I'm you, drop 77 on him. Drop. Don't even do that. Scratch that. Drop 85 on him. Like, go crazy. Like, every time you get the ball, shoot that thing. Like, and drop so many buckets on them where you send a message. You should have never traded me. Give them so many buckets without some memorable performance. When we look back, we say, damn, Luka gave them this many buckets. He gave them like 60. He gave them like what? 85, 82, 80, 79, 77.
Yeah, you're gonna hear him say Anthony Davis over me.
Yeah, but enough with that. We had another trade. Obviously we all know about Cooper Kupp. That's pretty crazy, everything like that. But we have to talk about. Oh yeah. Like Kenny Beckham said, one big negative of the trade is that the team will probably never truly embrace AD and Mac because of how they got to the team. I agree with that. But obviously, you know, Shams Charania been in his bag, the new Woj. And obviously, man, we gotta talk about this trade, man. This trade had me a little excited. I ain't gonna lie. Was a fan of this trade. Didn't think this trade would even manifest, but man, oh man. You see. Hold on. A bit. Yeah, man. I know I don't like jumping to the gun and everything like that. But man, I had to. Because, man, share my screen, we gotta react to this. Some more trade news. Shams Charania. Salute the Sham. So obviously what we see is for trade, the Spurs get De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin, the Kings get Zach LaVine, Sidney Casito, 3 first-round picks, 2025 Chicago, 2027 Sac, and 2031 Minnesota. The 3 second-round picks, 2025 Chicago, 2028 Denver, 2028 their own back. The Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and their own 2025 pick via San Antonio. So, man, while we're talking about this trade, first off, I just want to say the Bulls, y'all ain't really get nothing back. I mean, y'all got Kevin Huerter. Guess that's something, but The big news is De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs. I call them 1, 2, and 3. Because you got CP3, you got Wemby, and you got Fox. Man, it's gonna be spooky in San Antonio. Now see the Kings getting Zach LaVine. He gets to reunite with his old teammate DeMar DeRozan. So man, I'ma love this, man. I can't wait to see how this ages. It's gonna be great to see for the league. But yeah, we're gonna get a flow to my man Brendan. Let him talk about this move.
I mean, I don't know. Like, did what's the name request for a trade?
De'Aaron Fox.
No, not Fox. Zach LaVine.
I mean, it seemed like the writing was already on the wall. They were just trying to find the right trade package to get LaVine in, because we had been hearing trade packages since like last year, dating back like a year ago. So, I mean, as a Chicago Bulls fan, I don't even know what the Bulls go from there. We're gonna play a video from Seaway, but man, we just want to get your thoughts on that while I get this video loaded. Cause she's a Chicago Bulls fan, so I'm pretty sure Seaway, you won't mind us showing off your platform and things like that and what you do. Because man, it was, man. I feel bad for Bulls fans, man. Hey, if you know a Chicago Bulls fan,
Yeah,
I
I got a good friend who is a Bulls fan.
My
He was
Chicago
sick.
content and my frustrations with the Chicago Sky, but I want to tell you that if you believe that the front office for the Chicago Sky were incompetent and committing malpractice, they don't have nothing on the Chicago Bulls. I am a Chicago Bulls season ticket holder, lifelong Chicago resident and fan, and I think I have a right to say what I'm about to say. Jerry Reinsdorf, sell the dog team. Sell the team. You see, what the Dallas Mavs fans are finally figuring out with this whole crazy Luka trade is what Chicago Bulls fans have known for a long time. These organizations, these front offices can care less about the fans. It's only about dollars and cents. And
they don't care about the players either, and that's the saddest.
Nah, there's no loyalty. That's why I don't get mad at player empowerment, because we see what Toronto did to their most loyal player in DeMar DeRozan. We got his ass up out of there. Granted, they won the championship, but that was 1 year. You could have.
I feel like they still could have won. I feel like they still could have gone all the way with him.
Exactly, because LeBron had left the conference. He had moved west, so you no longer had to worry about seeing him.
I know that sounds crazy, but
I agree with you. I said the same thing, because they didn't have to worry about LeBron. He was gone. Golden State ran his ass up out of there. After that 6 finals loss, he was done. He said, I had it with this team. I reached my cylinder. He won a championship. There was no reason for him to stay in Cleveland. I mean, we seen that when he was talking to Lonzo Ball. And they had that, and they wouldn't say what was said. So, I mean, yeah, we're going to watch this video.
And if they have a loyal fan base that will show up to the arena, like Mavs fans, like Chicago Bulls fans, they will exploit it and they will take advantage of it. Since hiring.
Now, hold on. Now, let me talk about this. Hold on. Now, I want to give credit to my Detroit Pistons. That's my hometown team, man. So obviously, I don't live there, but I'm from there, and I want to give them credit because they made all the right moves that I said they would make last year. As the Pistons being good this year, as them being a playoff team, and I'm glad they got everybody up out of there. Got rid of Monty Williams, got his ass up out of there. They said, we tired of losing games. We got too much talent to be losing. Be losing 20 straight. Fired the GM. But got his ass up out of there. That's what you call evolution and growth. When you can make the right moves, when you know you got talent and you know you could be better than what your record shows, get their ass up out of there. I'm glad the Pistons, whoever it was, got all them up out of there. And we see what they're doing now. Winning. They bought the old love that we seen with the Bad Boys and with the 04 Pistons. I'm not comparing those teams. They brought that back to the city of Michigan. And I'm happy for the fans. I'm stoked because they deserve that. And I'm glad they got Monty Williams' ass up out of there. They seen he wasn't getting it done, fire him. I'm still mad. We got to pay that man money. I need to know that. I'm glad that they learned.
Oh man.
Because losing 27 consecutive ball games, like how he lost them with horrible rotations, so he underperformed. And I'd seen him when he was with the Phoenix Suns. I knew they weren't gonna be good. I knew they was gonna be garbage. And I'm glad he didn't last more than almost half a season. I'm happy for you, man. And I hope you're watching this right what the Pistons are doing right now. That's a slap in the face what you gave us. 27 consecutive ball. You couldn't win one, and you had leads in about half of the game. Start the season off 2-1 was feeling really good. And then what do?
Nah, that's crazy. You said they had leads in half the game. Nah, that man Kyle Kuzma trying to set the record, bro. I swear.
Hey, at this point, it's like don't be that team. That's all I gotta say, cool.
Bro, they might not win 15 games.
In Arturas Conosovas,
I guess the Charlotte Bobcats would like to have a way with you for the worst record. But we're gonna continue with the video.
aka AK and Mark Eversley, the last 5 years, and honestly, it's been since pretty much the Jimmy Butler trade. Honestly, before that, but the last 5 years, the Chicago Bulls organization and fans have been in absolute purgatory.
For sure.
Absolute purgatory. And shout out to the diehard Bulls on X for this. But the Bulls have been committing malpractice prior to 2020. But let's just start in 2020, shall we? You see, in 2020, it started when they signed Patrick Williams 4th overall. You see, Patrick Williams is a sweet kid. I don't have a problem with him personally, but he's not a 4th overall pick and probably never will be. The Bulls, for some reason, thought that he was going to be the next Kawhi Leonard, and I have no idea why. Nobody else agreed with them. Since signing him, Patrick Williams has been an absolute bust. These are his averages. At first, people said it was DeMar holding him back. Then it was Zach LaVine holding him back. Then it was Barney holding him back. The fact remains is that he is not a 4th overall pick, never will be. But somehow, we'll get to this in a minute, the Bulls decided that even after what the stats that I just showed you, that he would be worth $90 million.
Man, it just seems like they got Michael Jordan's running around being franchise owners. I mean, just because you were great at basketball doesn't mean you'll be great in the front office. Dude, these guys, they some of them played basketball, some of them didn't. They suck. At this point, might as well give Brendan the job, but make Brendan the GM. At this point, you might as well just.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Brendan could do better than that. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take an average Joe on the street for them to know. Maybe I shouldn't do this move.
Let's continue. Then in 2021, they traded 2 first-round picks for Vooch. Okay, Vooch was having only 1 first-round draft pick, a 2023 second-round pick. Bulls fans couldn't even watch the games because of Bulls ownership trying to be greedy with their new network. And then we traded Zach away, who I didn't even care if Zach left, but come on. You trade Zach away to pick up 3 bums.
Basically, bag of chips and pennies. Chips and pennies is what you got. Half eaten too.
Yeah.
Man,
get our own pick back to the United Center.
Sell the team, man. I mean, I feel for my Bulls fans, man. This is my C-Way, shout out to her, man. But I feel for y'all, man. Y'all shouldn't have to go through that, man. I understand what it's like, man, because I grew up a Piston fan, man. I was my hometown team, so I understand what it's like. What it's like to be pretty mediocre, be pretty bad.
Nah, being a Knicks fan is pain too, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I also like the Cavs too, because obviously we know where I live at. We know where I'm living at. So yeah. But yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Monty Williams is still smoke. Still don't like you. Still think you're a horrible coach. Still that bald man couldn't do nothing for the franchise. You little Bill looking stuff. I mean, I'm just glad you no longer. I'm just mad. We still have to pay you because that's high reach robbery. But I'm glad you no longer have a job, because what you did last year, losing the Pistons 27 straight ball games, I will never forget that. And you had leads in almost all of them, and you still choked it. You still choked. You had lead at almost every game. You leading at the halftime by 20, by 15, by 25, and you found a way to just Overrated coach. Horrible. Trash.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. But you know, and while we're at it, man, we gotta play one last thing because I just seen this on my timeline, and it was it was David Stern. It was David Stern. David Stern. Good old David Stern. We all know him. We all know Mr. Stern to David. Stern to David. He might be Laker fans. I'm being aware. Look away. Look up like you're gonna. And this is for a specific reason. Because this man, y'all could have more chips, but obviously we know he wasn't allowing that to happen. Good old David Stern. Good old David Stern. You want to talk about the GM of GM's of bad trades? The guy I really like. You know. Hold on. Yeah. Look away, Lakers fans. I'm telling you. 2011, David Stern vetoed a Chris Paul trade that would to the Lakers that would have paired him with Kobe Bryant. And you want to know what he had to say about
The
that?
NBA owns the Hornets, and there's no owner that doesn't sign off on a trade. And so, since I'm the highest ranking executive of this particular owner, acting on behalf of 29 teams, we decided that that trade was not going to be made by our team at that time. I was not acting in my capacity as commissioner. My job in that role is to make sure that New Orleans gets the best deal that it can. That's all. I didn't volunteer for it, but we decided that that's the job that I had to play while we had stewardship of that team. The backlash was largely ill-informed, and they also declared that so-called backlash what was a good trade or not. And I think time will tell whether they were right or they were wrong.
Hold on. Right here. Let's look up this. Hold on. Lego trade details. Hold on. Let me put up the graphic. This was the trade. I'm on my Getty images right now. I'm going on this Facebook. So, yo, folks, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got an account. Don't judge me. But pull this ball of life. Poster. Hold on. Yep. Pull it up. I need that. Yep. I got it. You get Chris Paul. The Rockets get Paul Gasol, and the Hornets get Lamar Odom, Luis. I know Lamar Odom was tough. Luis Scola. I know Kevin Martinez and Gordon Dragic. He's telling me this was a horrible trade. I want whatever you're on because this is what you could have gotten, and this is what you actually got. Hold on. Clipper. And this is what you actually got. No. We on this website. We on this website right quick. Look. I don't know. This is what they got. Oh no, this is what to the Rockets. Oh no. Wrong move. Trying to see if I can find out what they actually got. But essentially, it was like a bag of chips or something like that. Wasn't really. They didn't really get anything. Let's see. Best trade ever. Them traded for Chris Paul. I can't find a graphic or whatnot. But essentially, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it right quick on my computer to see what they got on. Let me see. Trade graphic. Let me see. Graphic. So I can see what he got traded for. Oh yeah, they got it on Instagram. So I mean, obviously, yeah, they vetoed that. And I think he got Eric Gordon and things like that. But I can't find it. But it wasn't a good trade. It wasn't that. I'll just tell you that. Now, so what's your thoughts on that, Brendan?
I mean, I don't know. It's like, I mean, didn't the Lakers end up winning the finals anyways?
No, they didn't win in 2011. They were the back-to-back champs. I think the Mavericks ended up winning
Oh
that year
yeah,
when they swept them.
yeah. But
They
as the
had that crazy
back-to-back
run.
champ, though, making that trade is kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm a big believer in fairness. Like I don't think the Chiefs every year have the best team on paper, and that's why I'm cool with the dynasty. If it's a team like the Eagles winning everything every year, it's like it's frustrating because like, well, this is a team that has all the star players. It's like,
And
damn,
you continuing to keep making trades.
yeah,
I feel it. I feel it. Like I said, I feel it. Like I said, and I understand what you're saying. So like you said, if it, like you said, and you said your problem is, and your problem with the Chris Paul trade is like y'all already won championships, and you understand they were going through a lot of things like that. Now, me as a kid, I didn't have a problem with the trade. For me, I was just like, hey yo, like you get a chance to get Chris Paul, like I'm not really mad at that. Like I can't be mad at it, but at the same time, I understand. I feel like they made excuses, like the whole basketball reason thing never made sense to me. Because I mean, like, bro, if that's who he wants to be, but I mean, at the same time, he wasn't a free agent. But I mean, I wanted to see Kobe and LeBron in the finals. I ain't gonna lie. So when I heard the trade got vetoed, I was pretty irrational. I'm like, man, this was finally the year. LeBron's on a good team. Kobe just got Chris Paul. Everybody get the Dwight Howard. Phil Jackson was gonna be the coach. Like a match made in heaven. Now, what I will say is that somebody's legacy would have been hurt by that, essentially, because we would never hear endless conversations of if LeBron had choked against Kobe Bryant, yikes. LeBron, yikes. You can, like, your legacy of you being the GOAT and things like that. You know how people is. You drop 8 points in the finals against Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. You would never hit the end of that. I'm just gonna be honest. You would never hit the end of that. Like,
I agree.
but I mean, hey, business side. And you said like you got till 10:30.
Yeah.
So we got 3 minutes left. We just wanted to, give y'all a little bit of talk about some things like that. And yeah, man, I mean, it's just kind of crazy. Last free agencies, obviously we got PJ Tucker. Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes said I was that guy. I used to hate the Patriots. Mahomes said he used to hate the Patriots. Hold on. We're gonna play that clip right quick. But Mahomes, hold on, we gotta play this clip while it's like what 3 minutes left. I just send it to myself. We gotta play that clip because Mahomes said he used to hate the Patriots. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey Mahomes, you valid for that. You valid for that, bro. Valid as hell for that. Yeah, we not gonna reveal no. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me go to the NFL right quick. We got 2 minutes left. Hold on. Yep. We got exactly pulled up. Hold on. We gotta react to this though. Before the Super Bowl though, Mahomes taking some shots at the Patriots. Man. This is a quote by Mahomes. I was that guy. I used to hate the Patriots.
Yep. Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
fun,
sir.
just because I was that guy. I was a Cowboys fan growing up, and I used to hate the Patriots. I think more than anything, I appreciate the greatness of the Patriots more now when I see how hard it was to do what they did. No, I mean, you have fun with it because it kind of brings you closer together when people are rooting against you. You just kind of
So essentially,
Now,
Mahomes.
He still hates him. I can see it. He
brotherhood
still
in
hates
that
him.
locker room, and that we're doing it the right way, and we can bring ourselves together, have Chiefs Kingdom with us, and go out there and try to win the game against everybody. Yeah.
So essentially, he was just like us. Used to be, Mahomes. Now, granted, we weren't Cowboy fans now, but we understand why you was one. I mean, you're from Texas, just like Kay Cunningham, so I didn't understand why. And in the '90s, they were a powerhouse. I don't know if Mahomes. I don't know Mahomes' exact age or things like that, but I'm assuming that they were pretty good back then.
If he's 29, he hasn't been alive for a Cowboy Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, as we wrap this, I mean, Mahomes just like us. I mean, and like we said, we're gonna we gonna we gonna do something for you guys right quick. Before we leave, we're gonna predict tomorrow's NBA games. Tomorrow NBA games. We're gonna tomorrow because the game is basically over with. So we're gonna do tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's game. We got a schedule. Hold up. Oh, your computer died. Yikes. Yikes, Brendan. Yikes. A pleasure having you on, man. And we got the obviously I'm gonna predict tomorrow's games. We got I got the 76ers winning at Knicks. Oh, that may be tough, but I got Knicks beating Toronto. Got the Cavs. Got the Rockets winning tomorrow. And they get back. Got the Heat. Is what it is, man. We play. We got after the it'll be I don't know, we might do it on the weekend or not, but we got a special stream for y'all. We're gonna revisit the what if things and stuff like that. So it's your boy Getty and we out. Salute.